And we're back for round 2 against the Sawtooth. Welcome back to Extra Play, everybody.
Ding, ding, ding. Round 2. Now, how much of an arena are you stuck in here? Like, if you wandered back that path, are you just out of range of it? I'm curious, from a level design perspective, if I'm laying this out, what is the area that I'm dealing with?
Yeah. I don't know. We can try to sneak around it a bit, though, while we got a minute.
Certainly having that big round rock to kind of let him chase you around, that's great for the introduction of a new hard enemy, because it gives the player a little bit of latitude, a little bit of breathing room to just literally run around in circles and not necessarily get killed.
Yeah.
Lets them set the pace a little bit, as opposed to being just in a big open arena.
That did definitely help make that last fight last just slightly longer. This does look... Oh, there's more stuff over here that I can grab. This might help some.
Might need that.
Indeed.
Doesn't look like I don't think I want to get into a scrap with him out here in the wide open, though.
Yeah.
Does feel like...
How many of those electrified tripwires do you have?
That's a fine question. 3.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, if you set all 3 of them up, like, at various locations, you could just kind of lead him through a gauntlet.
That may be worthwhile. I'm sure there's something better I can do when he's down, too, other than just running up and smacking him a whole lot.
Cool sound design on those guys, too.
Yeah. I wish I could turn it up louder without messing with our recording. What I've heard sounds awesome. Alright, let's see how this goes. Where'd he go? There he is.
Need them soon enough.
I wonder if I can start fires out here. I couldn't tell what the numbers with the green arrows that popped up when I shot him were signifying.
Oh.
Ready or not. It saw me.
Oh!
Whoa.
Well, that apparently...
Took off half his health.
Yeah, that's what to do. Let's move.
See what that reveals.
That's doing more and more damage to him as well, so good. So green numbers up means damage done, which is not super clear, I'd have to say.
I'm guessing that can't be damage happening. It's gotta be something else.
That's the stuff. Smack him in the face. And then run. Run away and find cover. Can't jump up there. That's a bummer.
It feels so natural to do that.
I love the slide. Now that I figured out how to do it. Alright, let's see if we can get another good shot with the fire arrows. Although, I think his weak point's done now.
Yeah.
He's still weak to fire, though, it says.
Looks like is he limping? Like...
He might be.
Yeah.
It is.
Damn it.
Wow.
That's neat.
That's a lot of additional work. Adding limps and weakened states for these things. Good job, you guys. What's the studio called? You remember?
Gorilla?
Oh, it's Gorilla. Yeah, thank you. Good job, Gorilla. On fire. Oop. Nope. Yeah, see, this should definitely be starting a fire. Getting the hang of it. Let's see if we can stun him one more time.
Okay, they're heading back.
I am kind of digging this, like this tools combat stuff they've got going.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't work.
Oh, interesting.
That didn't work. That's unfortunate for me.
I wonder why. Well, it's got a little electricity icon on him.
It does.
I wonder if he doesn't run through it.
And it's still limping and not running at me too. I wonder if it can't run as well now. It's not doing its... Oh. No, it can still jump and stuff.
So you do 2 damage if you hit him anywhere, and 15 if you hit him in the face, I think.
Oh, so that's what the green in the... Did I just break his face armor?
I think it might just be like part-specific damage. Oh, that one...
That did more damage too. I'm wondering, like...
Whoa.
Man, that looks cool. So the green and the red signify like how effectiveness damage. If it's not doing as much damage as it could be doing, it's kind of a down red arrow.
Huh.
I think.
That had no arrow.
No arrow. Down red. Man, the animation on these is amazing. Ah!
Oh,
Thought I was
it's got one more hit.
Thought I was dead. It wasn't. Wasn't dead. Down though, which is good because that was my last arrow.
Wow.
Whew,
Nice.
baby. Man, that was cool.
And you get a little fireworks display.
I do.
It's nice.
And a sawtooth heart and chill water and wire. That's awesome.
And a spring.
This is a combat system I want to get good at because, like,
Yeah, it looks
I
like
imagine
there's a lot
you-
of interesting depth in there.
yeah, I imagine you really feel like a badass if you
Requires perfection. It was a
really
test
master this.
to hone my skills against a dangerous new machine.
Follow. These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the Sawtooth, how many Braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the Proving, but only for yourself. As a Brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it. After the Proving. And after I'm gone. We're finished here. Follow. Dawn has passed. This will be your last day in the Embrace as an outcast. Use the time to set your mind on the challenges before you. When it is time for you to go to Mother's Heart, I'll be waiting for you along the way.
I understand the final lesson, Rost.
Do you?
But if I'm going to stand for something, it'll have to be something I believe in.
Then I hope you find it, Aloy. I hope you do.
Yeah, nice subtle performance stuff in the face that ties pretty nicely to what they're saying, which I wonder if that's a
It's there's actual capture going on there.
There could be some capture going on there. It could be that they've got a pretty nice system built in where they were just able to kind of apply a lot of pre-made animation stuff. I feel like I haven't actually looked up a lot of the animation production process on this game, but now I kind of feel like I probably should.
I'll see you at Mother's Heart then.
You will.
Man, oh man. That grass, though.
That is a lot of little bits and bobs going in a lot of directions.
That is.
That would be unthinkable in the last generation.
Yeah. Makes me wonder, like, 'cause we're already, how many years are we into this console generation now? We're like 3?
Probably 4. I can't count years anymore.
I can't either, but like, I would guess that maybe we are getting closer to 4. Well, I can't tell for sure, but like previously console generations were kind of a 4 to 6 year span. Now in the current environment, I have no idea. Now that we're kind of getting releases of the like
half measures.
yeah, the PS 4.5 and the Xbox 1.5 coming out later this year, I think. Like, who knows how long a console generation will be, but like that kind of actually makes me excited developer wise, because the longer we get to spend learning the ins and outs of one set like generation of hardware, the better we get at it. The games that come out toward the end of a console generation are inevitably some of the best looking, because the devs have figured out how to really put them through their paces.
If you sweep the camera around kind of behind you a little bit, I just wanted to point out something good that's going on here. Is that all the rocks on this slope?
Yeah,
they all have the same kind of erosion pattern and direction. A lot of times, level artists will just mix and match any old rocks, and a lot of times they'll be sheared in different ways that would imply they fell off cliffs. Others are eroded smoothly like this, or like the layers were deposited in just really random ways. But this does a really good job of being cohesive, and like it looks like actual geology happened here. Just wanted to call that out. Look to your right. See how there's kind of a tilted bit? So that could kind of disrupts it. But honestly, that does happen sometimes. So like, you know, when the sediments are deposited, or when the earth uplifts in different ways, especially in northern areas where glaciers have gone by, a lot of turbulation to the rock and the soil happens with displacement. So you do see these kind of things. But in general, they did a great job of just like nailing this look of this kind of area.
That is cool. You could totally start your own YouTube series, basically just going into a game and looking at their rocks and environment art design.
Game geology.
Yeah, or just teaching kind of geology and environment design sort of at the same time. I would watch that channel.
Cool.
I don't know how many other people would. I know I would.
You should plug the channel that I do have now, though.
Yeah, that actually is probably better. Oh, we should have done that in Breath of the Wild too. I'm sorry. We'll link to it in the text description. So you do have a YouTube channel full of actually quite cool stuff, and I would like for you to give a full rundown of everything that you. I know you've kind of got a variety of stuff on it, but what sort of stuff are you focusing on right now?
So right now I'm doing nerd-related art projects. So repainting a Pip-Boy to make it look realistic. I resurfaced the terrain on my Last Guardian statue thing that I got. I've been building a Colossus from Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah, you've been on that one for a long time.
Yeah, so I've got lots of just different artistic stuff, and I usually make a version that's just watching for fun for people who don't want to actually like learn art. They just want to see cool projects being put together. And then I have the longer in-depth ones for all you artists out there who actually want to try to learn art from it.
That's smart. Smart doing the multiple versions thing. I just have curiosity. What sort of relative numbers do you see between the two, like in terms of views? Like how many people?
I've actually had kind of a 50-50 split. It's kind of, I guess it's probably the best numbers I would want.
Yeah.
Because it makes it feel like both are equally valuable. So.
Yeah. Just shooting things with bows in this game is really fun. I'm just kind of messing around now.
It's great.
Can I cancel out of this? I don't want to. Oh, interesting. Oh, no, that's if you're. Whoa. Oh, it's like a stun thing. That's cool. No.
It looks like it actually gives you a little bit of an advantage because you took damage, but you're also in slow motion for a little bit. That's nice.
That's cool. I love the difference between crouching and standing when you're aiming.
Is it kind of like, no, it's not really an iron sights thing. It's just I wonder what the practical difference is.
I assume like it's better, I assume, to aim a bow with it kind of vertical like this.
Yeah.
When you're able, this is me speaking from not knowing how bows work, but if you're crouched, you're not as easily able to do that with it. Like the bottom of it might brush the ground, so you go a little bit more horizontal.
Maybe that's a quick shot thing or a stealth.
It could be, yeah. Oh, that's neat. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Continue with your channel.
I think that's all I had to say about it.
What sort of stuff are you? Because you're telling me you had some stuff in the works, and it might be some of the same stuff that was in the works last time I had you here.
It is, in fact, since 2010, I've had this one thing in the works.
Jeez, I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, I've been working on something that's going to be called the Cutscene Subversion Project. That's going to be a video series about cutscenes in video games and how they affect the medium, and just ideas for moving forward, taking into account the aesthetics and the design ramifications of cutscenes, and how, if you can guess from the title, I think they need to be subverted. And so, yeah, that'll be coming up. I hope to invite probably you and James on. I'm going to have one of the episodes. I'm going to be interviewing various people from the biz, and
that'd be fun.
Yeah, and just because I want a whole range of I don't want it to be a diatribe. I want it to be a conversation.
Sure.
So I want to talk to people who love cutscenes and think games should all be cutscenes. I'll get Kojima on here if he'll take me.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so that's in the works. Probably another year or so before I get that totally wrapped up. But
on top of the 7 already, that's impressive. Like, I'm working on a big Extra Frames project now that I've been on for months. I expect it'll be at least a year, probably more by the time I'm finished with it. Mm-hmm. But I cannot imagine being on and dedicating myself to a project 7 years long in the making.
It's been quite a journey.
I bet. Jeez.
But it's going to be so epic when it comes out. I mean, it's got tons of characters and special effects and stunts and locations.
Stunts?
It's like, yeah, literally every skill that I even remotely have a little bit of, I'm throwing at the screen to try to keep people engaged in what could be perceived as like kind of a dry topic. You know what I mean? Just kind of a dry, geeky thing. But yeah, it's going to be hopefully very entertaining and wacky and fun.
Oh, that's really exciting.
I got a lot of very funny looks when I was hiking around Mount Rainier dressed as Link for some of the location shoots.
Oh, man. I look forward to that. Yeah, well, once you do finally have that kind of once that's coming together and it's near done, we'll have to help spread that around.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Geez, just finish anything that takes that long to make is a triumph on its own.
Yeah, it's funny to think about, like, as old as I am now in my low 40s, I just, like, perceive life at a different pace than everyone. When I step back and think, holy crap, 2010 was 7 years ago.
Yeah, man.
In my mind, it's not that long ago.
That was when I was starting my first professional animation job.
Exactly. And I mean, people were in middle school who now are getting into the industry at that time.
Jeez.
So, yeah, it's
I hadn't
scary.
thought about that. Oh, man. Well, thank you very much for coming on for these 2 games that we've been playing. I'm hurting really bad. I need some medicine. But, like, between this and Breath of the Wild, this has been a lot of fun. It's been fun playing an open world set of games with you, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Usually you and I play much more linear stuff here. What sort of stuff are you excited for that's coming out? It feels like a lot of the big releases already have come out that I was looking forward to, and E3 is almost here, so I'm sure we'll soon have a lot more.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to E3 and see what kind of stuff is cooking. I mean, I have my sources at various points in the industry of stuff that I can't really talk about, but after
Sure.
E3, we'll probably be able to talk more about that.
Nice.
It's an exciting time in the medium where, like, in a lot of ways we're hitting our stride. Like, the indie scene has finally got to the point where it's truly influencing and informing AAA design, and vice versa. Like, there's kind of a healthy flow that's been going on in movies for 30, 40 years, right?
Yeah.
We finally got that, and that's cool. You know, we still have an issue with pumping out too many samey sequels and that kind of stuff. But
Sure.
at the same time, every time we do it, we really are improving the tool set. And we're getting stuff like this. Like, you look at this and you think this is going to be an industry standard very shortly. Like, you can just expect absolutely gorgeous vistas in every game. And there's no reason why there wouldn't be.
Yeah, and,
You know,
and even this was like the product of like this may be the first in this new franchise IP, but this is coming off of like 4 or 5 Killzone games of tech development and that team working together.
Exactly. So,
like,
a bunch of samey first-person shooters games, but they were building their team and their skill set and their design language and all this stuff that fed into something that's pretty unique and absolutely gorgeous.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to digging into this game.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to playing more of it. Well, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon with some more stuff here on this channel, and we will no doubt be having Josh back again because it's always fun. It's always
Looking
fun
forward
having you
to
here.
it.
Yeah. We'll see you later, everybody.
Bye-bye.